Woo! All right. Welcome to another edition of the Elite Mancast episodes. Man, we got episodes, man. But hey, man, this month is Mental Health Awareness Month, man. For those who don't know, mental health is very, very important. Mental health is everything. If you don't have the right mental health, you will be stagnant in places that you don't want to be and that you're tired of being in. So, hey, man, we really need that in our lives to go ahead and get things together for ourselves, because that's what we need to do, man. We got to be in the best of shape. We got to be in the best of health. We have to be in the best mindset as possible, because, hey, man, we're pretty much in the number one race around here, black people in our communities, because of the things that we've been through, the things that we go through, the things that we're still in right now to this day. So Mental Health Awareness Month, we're just basically making sure that we pass the right information so that everybody can have a better understanding about mental health. Because sometimes people think it's just schizophrenia, paranoia, but it's also a bunch of other disorders that we have that's mentally, psychologically messing with us. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Welcome to another edition, and we're going to do what we got to do to make it happen. We got Mr. Michael in the building. We got Coach KD in the building. And our other guy, he had to work late, so he ain't going to be on tonight, but we here for him. We support all of us black men who's out here grinding for what we grind for, man. And I just want to tell my brothers, I'm proud of y'all, man. I'm glad we still here. We doing our thing. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart, man. It's real talk. Awesome. So, Mike, what you give me a little bit on your before you maybe disappear? Give me some of this information, man, on this mental health, man.
Real quick. What's up, fellas? What's up, everybody?
What's going on?
Hey, well, did you know that on a daily basis, your mood changes, your feelings change, your ideas, and some people are going through these changes and not realizing that these are actually mental health conditions that if it happens for a number of days or weeks, can really impact your mental health. The thing is, you can be going through anxiety, like people get fearful of something or you worry on a daily basis, but you could be going through anxiety and depression and not even know about it until it gets to a point where you actually need to go see somebody about it. So these are the things that's going on with us. We got to start looking at mental health in a different light, because it's not, just like you said, it's not schizophrenia or bipolar disorder. It's not just those things. We're in a society nowadays where every day we go just worrying about paying the bills, worrying about where the next meal is going to come from. For some people, it's all affecting our mental health over the long run. So that's where I'm at right now.
Man, that's for real. That's serious business too, man. You can't take nothing for granted. It's like a lot of times people get prisoners of their own cell phone. That's why I like that post I made that day. It was about the cell phone, which is you imprisoning yourself with that device, and you glued into that device all day, just in that screen scrolling. And that's a disorder. People don't understand. That's mental health disorder, man. That's a disorder we need to start paying attention to. How long we look at that screen, how long we look at that, at the Facebooks, at the Instagram. That's a disorder, man. Once we can't dissociate ourselves from social media, that's a disorder. So it's not just the minor things, man. We got some real issues. KD, what you got on this, man?
What up, family? Hey, it's good to see y'all, man. It's good to be here. I'm glad about it. Mental health awareness. That's good. I like you got awareness on there, because we got to be aware of what's going on, what's affecting us. So what I found was some components that illustrates our well-being, so we got to know that, that's where I want to go at with it. The physical, the emotional and spiritual, emotional/spiritual, your intellectual, your intellect, your economic and financial, and then your social. That's all part of your well-being, you know. And if any of those are out of whack, that affects you, your mental. Okay, so that was interesting to me to find out that it was there's a model out there that illustrates our well-being, and it's comprised of those 5 things, those 5 components: the physical, the emotional, spiritual, intellect, economic, financial, and the social. That's what that's where I'm gonna go with it.
Oh yeah, man, that's strong right there, man. That's real strong. And the crazy part is, man, we only have like 4% of black psychiatrists in this whole United States.
Wow.
And the crazy part is only 7% of us get checked out. We really need to be, you might not need to see a therapist, or you might do whatever the case is, but self-development, self-awareness will start to be, you start being mentally aware of your health, mentally aware of your health. You know what I'm saying? So it's just that, man. We have to do better as a community of people who really need it the most.
Right.
Because it's real out here, man. Let me give y'all some of the things that may cause your mental health, because we all been through it. It just depends on how tough your skin is to grow from it, because a lot of people live in their emotions and they stay there and they don't get out of their emotions, man.
Right.
So it's like child abuse, trauma, neglect, social isolation and loneliness, experiencing discrimination and stigma, including racism now, and social disadvantages, poverty or debt, things like that. So these are the leading causes that starts to mess with our psyche. That's what started to mess with our mindset, because we're feeling like we can't get out of these situations when all it is, we have to go about it a different way. Right. These are things that we've been going through it, man. So statistics tell us about 25% of African Americans seek mental health compared to 40% of the white Americans.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's half, damn near.
Yeah. You said 40% of the white go get checked out, but how many black? 20%?
25%.
Oh, wow.
More than half, brother.
That goes to tell you, man, that we get set in our ways, man. African Americans, we don't want to, we think it's a problem to go get help. I'm so glad I went and got it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I can honestly say, I guess my mental came from just feel like I was being railroaded in college, whatever I went through in college, and never was able to bounce back, so to speak. So I fell into a life of addiction. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of the times we think that, well, for me, I thought that I would be less dead if I went and got help for what was going on with me. So not until I was facing time, I figured, okay, now's the time. You need to go and, get
right.
And we can't be afraid to do so. We want to be so strong and walk with have so much pride and walk with our chest, thank God. But sometimes you got to receive. And I don't so much think I needed the help. I needed somebody to talk to me and help me get to the root of my problem. So I had to listen, be able to listen. Because, a lot of the times we get to running and, think I got it like that. I got, what I'm saying? Like I've arrived and I'm in a place where I don't need anybody. But a lot of the times you got to find somebody to talk to and just listen. Don't tell yourself how to help you, but listen and get to the root of your problem so you could be that person you was destined to be.
Yeah, that's the part of life coaching that I resonated with it the most, because a health and life coach, they don't try to give you advice. They just try to make you aware of everything that you're going through that you're growing through.
Ooh.
And just that way you can feel yourself to a place or a space to where you're comfortable. You're like, okay, damn, that's how I can get out of that. They give you the initiative to show yourself getting out of situations.
Yeah.
So life coaching and health coaching, you know, you might not want to go to a therapist, you might do, but definitely get you a life coach, get you a health coach in there to help you with some of the things that you probably having situations in. You know, you're going through situations in some of this stuff. But yeah, that's definitely big, brother, when you can, you know, see it for yourself and you walk through it, you know.
That's right. And one word you said was initiative. So if you're not willing to take the initiative to go through it, a lot of the times it won't happen, and you'll become stuck. You'll be stagnant. And from where I come from, I know that stagnation stinks. If you standing in one place, man, it gets kind of smelly, you know. So you want to move from that place. And like you were saying, brother, you know, that life coach and health coach. So what you eat, we go over it all the time. What you put in is what's going to come out, you know. So all that makes a difference. You know, what you put in your mental. You know, sometimes what we listen to can affect where we are in life. So all that makes a difference, man. And I'm glad we got this subject, man, because it's truly wonderful to be able to understand that life will show up.
Yeah.
Will you show up for life? What you gonna do? What practices are you gonna take and make in order to be better, man? Because if you want to stay stuck and say, oh, the white man, or you know, just different things like that I used to say. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm so glad to be able to grow, man, because I understand today that was a mental problem, you know.
Yeah, that's part of the PTSD.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Might know about that.
Yeah. And you know, there's a lot of things. It's a stigma. There's a stigma among Black people, just like with there's a stigma around cannabis, right? Everybody thinks that it's bad for you. And with us, we got that thing that, oh, if I go out here and talk to a psychiatrist or a mental health specialist, that's going to reflect bad.
Yeah.
Reflect bad in your job. If you're trying to get a gun license or a few other things. If you've seen a psychiatrist, it works in some ways against you. But technically it doesn't, because that stigma is like people telling you this, and you're going to talk to your best friend who's in a worse position than you are, and they're giving you advice on how to get better, but they can't get better. And that's the vicious cycle that we stay in. Yeah. And I've talked to a lot of psychiatrists. I've seen them, had to go see them after missions. Thing is, I don't like talking to psychiatrists for the simple fact that they can't figure out their own problems in a lot of cases. So how are you going to help me with mine if you can't figure out yours?
Let me ask you this.
Huh?
Was the psychiatrist Black or white?
90% they're white. And the thing is, they talking to us about combat, coming out of a combat zone.
It ain't never been.
One.
Ain't never been.
Exactly. So I'm like, it's a lot of times just getting into a group of people who in the same situation, but then you get stuck with all you doing is talking about the negatives.
Yeah.
You ain't trying to move forward.
You got to be careful. You got to be careful.
Yeah, you definitely have to be mindful of who you're talking to and who's responding in your manner, and you know what I'm saying, who's responding for you. It's like some people try to think for you. Some people try to finish your sentence or something like that. It's like, nah, you can't know my mindset unless you are me.
Exactly. Yeah. That's even like going to talk to the pastor. Half of the time people, I'm going to talk to the pastor about this, but what's the pastor telling you? They can't help you. If they ain't been in your situation, how is he going to help you?
That's why.
Well, a good pastor done been through the street life. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason he's the pastor now. He done already sold the dope, pimp the whole, you know. You ain't gonna find no good pastor that ain't been through some menage a trois and all of that. Yeah.
you ain't been there, how you gonna be able to talk about it?
Yeah.
I
But,
can
Yeah.
talk about somebody
but
else.
that's the big thing, guys, that you're able to research and find things for yourself. You know, you get the guidance from within. You get what I'm saying? Like you can't always run to somebody. Now it's great to have a supporting cast. I get it.
Right.
I get that, you know, but let them be like-minded people that understand your situation. Also, you know, it's so much information out here, you know, that you're able to get that discernment to know which way to go. Like, because there are false teachers. You get what I'm saying? There are people
Right.
that's giving you fake news, as we call it, you know?
Yeah.
So you got to be ready, man, and be mindful of who you're talking with and where you're getting your info from.
Absolutely.
Definitely, man. That's real big around here nowadays. Like they say though, if you want the information, put it in a book. But now, if you want somebody, if you don't want black folks to find out something, don't tell them about Google. Google search will ask you in it. I'm talking about you got people that's in depression states and don't even have the intelligence to use their phone for what it's for.
Yeah, right? Instead of staying
your phone is a service. That's what your phone is. It's a service. Use it as service. That's why I say it's a phone service. People don't listen to the words that's used in the correct manner for some of the devices, some of the things that's going on right around them in their circle.
Yeah.
But if you soon as you say something about oh yeah, look at old Jody over there, he ain't doing nothing. No, you ain't doing nothing but looking at Jody.
There you
Exactly.
See, that's a mental health issue right there. And people don't understand gossiping and depression and overeating, and all of these are mental health issues that we really need to look into and stop doing.
Mm-hmm.
You remember back in the day, people used to always say, "Oh, no, I'm big boned." What? I ain't never seen no big old skeletons, man.
Nope. Just regular bones with a lot of meat on it. That's all that is.
That's all that is, man. But we really say that's like what I've started doing now. I go off into the mindset, you know, like what is inside of my brain? What is it? How does the brain work? You know, I ask myself that, just like I had some like this frontal cortex, you know what I'm saying? It's like it participates with other brain regions in aspects of learning, memory, attention, motivation, and part through its control role in working in many, you know, in the memory also. Right. So it's like your frontal cortex, we got to start paying attention to the parts of our bodies, because our bodies can heal themselves. Just like if you can think yourself sick, you can think yourself well.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like if you lose a loved one, all you're going to be sitting there thinking about is that you lost something. You really didn't lose anything. Now you should be celebrating everything that you remember from that person, because they gave you life.
Yes.
If they made you feel sad, they had to be some part of your emotional roller coaster that you live in.
How about that? Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But that just goes back to that. Now, another part of the brain, this is the big part of the brain, which is the limbic system. It controls experiences, expressions of emotions. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Such as as well as some automatic functions of the body. But by producing emotions such as fear, anger, pleasure, and sadness, the limbic system enables people to behave in ways that help them communicate and survive physically, psychologically. Man, boy, I can't even speak.
All right.
But you know what I'm saying? It's just like we got to start realizing, okay, what makes me emotional? Why am I so emotional? You go back to the limbic system. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're emotional, because that's the system in your mind that controls those type of things.
Yeah.
And these are things that's simple. We can find them on Google, but we don't even want to take the time out to find out what makes our body work. Why am I acting like this? Or why my digestive system is slow? Detox your body. Start it over again.
Yes.
That's like you reset your phone. All this stuff is in alignment with our bodies, y'all. The phone, you reset it. The body, you detox it. You starting over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got telecommunication waves in your hands, in your hair, in your eyes. You're communicating with the universe through body parts.
Yeah.
So why not use that mindset as to look deep inside yourself instead of looking outside yourself for validation, for praise, for anything like that? And understand that, like Michael said, everybody cannot help you in your situation.
That's it. That's big.
That's the biggest part. And the thing is, we're 73% water. Water is a conductor of electricity. Electrical waves are all over. Everything basically boils down to an electrical wave, and atoms and all these different electrons interacting with each other. So we're pulling in things from the universe that really we shouldn't be in a lot of cases, and letting things affect us that shouldn't be affecting us. Like you start talking, you was talking about the brain, the parts of the brain. Now you know how the brain works. Now you got to figure out, why do I react in this way? What is it that's causing me to react that way?
It's always a root problem. It's always a root problem. I promise you.
So when you figure out what's causing you to react a certain way, now you on the road to recovery.
That's right.
And are you willing to go through recovery? Because that's going to be a process. You get what I'm saying? We can't forget that. So it took you time to get there, to get to that mental illness. You know, there's something that happened or transpired in your life that gets you to that mental illness. But then are you willing to go through the process to make it right? You get what I'm saying? So even taking the initiative to know that there's a problem instead of thinking that it's supposed to be that way. You get what I'm saying?
And don't think that it's somebody else's the problem. Somebody else can't make you mad. Somebody else can't make you. You chose to get upset behind the situation.
There it is.
Exactly.
Wow, that's big. That's big. Because now coming from, I always have to go back there. You always say somebody pushed you to do this, or somebody made me mad, or somebody, boy, they shouldn't push me that way. Shouldn't have did that. But it's still your choice. That's what I know today. That's what's keeping me out of trouble right now. Because I understand today that I can't follow up that foolishness. No, they ain't made me do that. They ain't made me flip. I wanted to flip.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's big for me, and I hope our black men get it today. You know what I'm saying? That's how
I'm tell you, I had a full-blown situation this weekend. 2 Spanish dudes trying to cut me off. They just I'm like, we speeding on a road that ain't supposed to be sped on, And they just like, no, you gonna let me over. Like, bro, won't you slow down? Cause I'm already in this lane.
Right.
You trying to squeeze your car between me and another car. It's my choice not to let you over if I want to let you over. And then if you go about it like a wave and like, hey, let me get right here behind this car or something, it's how you do it. Yeah. So he's just trying to force his way, and then all of a sudden, something happened, and then the car got in front, and then he got in front of me. And then, it's like my passenger like, baby, don't do it. No, man, come on, don't do that. I'm like, I'm steady. I'm like, boy, I need to get at this I need to get him right now. Get out the car. You get out the car, you mother. Get your ass. I'm like, boy, y'all don't even realize I'm ready to get some of this this new gym energy. I'm ready to get some of this new gym energy. I'm ready to foul.
Yeah.
My passenger say, my passenger say, man, that's not what we doing. No. We're going to sit right here because, if you get out and you beat up them, the police coming immediately.
That's right.
They Spanish, so they looking white.
Okay.
Oh, it was his fault.
Yeah.
That'll ruin my whole Saturday.
Yeah. You ain't got to go through certain things, man. But that mental,
you got to learn not to respond to certain things. That's where that was big at with me that day.
Yeah. We're quick to react, and we always feel like we're protecting ourselves from any hurt, harm, or danger, but a lot of time, I can remember liking it. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that was
time to pop off. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what?
That was
you want to do this? You get what I'm saying? So, hey, man, today we ain't got to prove nothing.
No. That's right.
We win here. You know what I'm saying? I'll call the police on you today. I'm telling you, that's what I do. I'll call the police on you. Come get him, man. If you don't get him, I'm going to get him.
Yeah.
So.
But now, man, I feel like, health and life coaches are very important nowadays because they are the new therapists. And just like, Mike said, you go to a therapist and they don't know, but you have to go to a black man, and he can, hopefully he can even relate to some of your stories. Right. But a lot of them who are educated, they didn't have to go through that. Not saying all black men who were educated didn't have to go through it, because some of them, just like me and KD and Michael, you didn't go through street trauma, but going through that street trauma will make you be like, say, you know what, I got to go on a better path. I can't keep on living like this. I'm tired of hearing the gunshots. I'm tired of being ducking and running and hiding and watching my back. I'm tired of that. Yeah. So that makes you put yourself into a better position, because if you grow to a certain age and people around you are still in the same position, you're in the wrong circle of friends. That's right. You're in a circle of friends that's not even thinking. They really not your friends, because ain't none of y'all doing anything different. That's right. Ain't nobody pulling nobody up out of that bad place.
That's right. That's right. You got to want different, and like I said before, being stagnant and stuck, and you stand in your familiar. It has become familiar to you, and you like it. A lot of times you like it and you are okay with it, but then you're merely existing with no future ahead of you. You got to see yourself down the road, and that starts inside. Seeing yourself down the road, knowing that, okay, I could be better than this. I don't have to go through this. I don't have to live like this every day, and you're mentally disturbed when you can't do that, when you can't see yourself great. Right. Understand that you're great right now. It's just some things that I need to do. Don't accept defeat. Don't accept that I got to sell this dope. Don't accept that I got to drink this liquor, man, to feel better. All that, man. Like I can remember that was me. Just being complacent with that. But until you start doing some self-evaluation, or if something is if you're doing the same thing over and over again, and you don't see
different results.
You know it, man.
Expecting different results, man. I don't know why this ain't working. You mad because it ain't working, because you doing the same thing.
That's right. That's right.
But
man.
This what they told me to do. See, a lot of people are so programmed on being told what to do.
That's it.
85% of Americans have to be told what to do in order to. Because that's that job mindset. Y'all got to be here at 7.
9 to 5, 7 to 4. You better do it.
You better be here at 7, or you won't have this position in life. And this can lead you to. So they feed you all of these dreams. They feed you all this facade, and then they tell you, "Hey, man." Then you got to ask, say, "Man, can I go home this weekend? Can I take off this weekend?" What you mean? Can you take off, man? Hey, man, I'm gone. I'll let y'all Tuesday. Yeah, if I ain't got no time for days off, I'll let y'all. I'm gone. I got something to do.
Without pay.
Hey, without pay or whatever, it don't matter. If I got something to do, I got something to do. If I was the type of person who work at a job, I'd be like, hey, I'm gone.
Especially if it's gonna benefit you and your family, man. If it's gonna benefit, if you know it can benefit you and your family, you got to make it happen.
Yeah. With time along with your family. Now y'all see what happened with Jamie Foxx, man. Jamie Foxx, they gave him some bad medicine. His man in the hospital.
Still yet?
I don't know if he's still there or not, but I know they made the movie. They put a stunt double in his place and finished the movie. It's like, bro, the movie is, if I'm the star of the movie, how do y'all, you know what I'm saying, take me out on the end?
The first day.
The first day. They didn't have a patient in their body.
Yeah.
Wow.
But like Jamie can't finish. Oh well, bye.
That's something.
And that's how it is.
You know what they was thinking? Let's make this money. We got his name on the marquee. His name on the marquee already. Let's make this money.
Yep. That's it.
Yeah, that's a big ego problem right there, man.
But you know, also that the fact that poor mindset that a lot of us have, that passing over opportunities repeatedly, that's like a mental problem there. Because you see something that could benefit you, but you would rather stay in what you got going on and complain about it.
Because we become comfortable, man. That's it. You used to it. It's your familiar. You scared to move away from that place. Like Keith was saying one time, that's why I commend him about just leaving Dallas and going to Miami. You know, just things like that. People won't do that.
Yeah.
People won't do that because they want to be good where they're at. When they can see opportunity, you can see it and you still won't move.
Right.
Yeah. People ask me all
here before. My sister on here before. Olivia Shepherd. She saw opportunity and she moved to Texas and she feel great. You know what I'm saying? She's doing better. You know, well, not saying she was doing bad here, but it was an elevation.
Right.
Yeah. You got to see it and don't be afraid of it, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
Just like a plant. You repot it and it flourishes. It
gets bigger.
That's it, man.
It is with us. You just gotta be willing to make the move. But that's the problem. That's why I say it's a mental health problem, because a lot of us would rather sit down and scroll on that phone and see what's going on with some entertainer, what's going on in their life, but your life is the wreck. But you ain't doing nothing to correct it. And you're always commenting on, oh, well, you see what they did? I wouldn't let that dude do that. I wouldn't have done that. Like, forget about them. Work on you.
Yeah.
So, man, look, check out what I found, man. They say researchers suggest that the adult Black community is 20% more likely to experience serious mental health problems, such as depression, generalized anxiety, bipolarism. That's all in our community. 20%, that's too big, man.
Yeah.
It's 8 billion people. Now you telling me out of 8 billion, 20%?
Woo!
Shoot, that's 16 million.
That's damn near half. Yeah. So they saying a quarter of motherfucker, everybody Black has got these disorders.
Wow. But
we need to start identifying the disorders within our family. If you see your children with a certain disorder and you try to figure out what's wrong with them, look within yourself, and then you look within that child and say, hey, man, this is what we got to do differently. They got all the answers you need on Google, man. Google search is the biggest number you can find.
Yeah.
And Google search is a number engine. It's a number engine. It's not even a word engine.
Yeah. And the thing is, a lot of it comes from the parents. Unresolved problems, and they heaping those problems on the kids. Now the kids growing up with all these mental issues and wondering, well, why is this like that? Why am I this? Parents can't help you if they can't help themselves. They got to figure out their own problems, and then everybody can move forward together.
Okay.
Wow.
So everything is in our community, and that's my field of study, and I call bull crap. And now they abuse drugs a lot, and that is also mental illness. Yep. Change the mindset and you change the problem.
Right.
So true.
Recreational drugs, alcohol, and addiction. It's right there. That's what I'm looking up. Yeah.
But as you can see, now they took the marijuana plant, made it illegal, but it has healing properties in the plant.
Yes.
Now you don't have to use the THC. Yeah, you don't have to use the THC part, but they say that's illegal. but yet and still they feed you alcohol every single day in a legal form and talk about that's cool. But how many people done died from alcohol and they still ain't did nothing about it?
Come on, man. Come on.
How many people died from smoking a joint?
Yeah.
How many people died from smoking a joint? None.
Not one.
You can't die from smoking weed.
Nope.
Don't care how much you smoke. All you gonna do is go to sleep. But yet still, eat and sleep. But yet and still, they got so many of us brainwashed. Oh man, that's an illegal drug. That's bad.
But they make
now
so
that cocaine, y'all.
That
cocaine y'all pushing in the neighborhood is bad. That alcohol you selling on the corner is bad. That cigarette you selling on the corner is bad. My boy 19 Key said something real powerful the other day. He said, if you are using a substance that's labeled to kill you, he said, man, I can't even talk to you.
Wow.
He said, because if you ain't even smart enough not to kill yourself, why would I even want you around me?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good point.
That's big.
You know what I'm saying? Boy, I thought about that so hard. I was like, damn, that's real as hell.
Yeah.
If the label says may cause cancer, why would I even take the chance on getting the cancer?
Wow.
Right.
Wow. I ain't never thought of it like that, boy.
You hear me?
And I done seen that label plenty of times.
Yeah.
Pull a nut now. Pull on that thing hard. Your neck muscles disappear. You sucking that nicotine so bad. Yeah, man. Yeah, when he said that, it blew me up, man. How can I trust you? How can I have you around me if I don't even trust you? You don't even have the right. I mean, you don't got the right mindset to make the right decisions on not to kill yourself with the cancer, with the alcohol, with the, you know what I'm saying? You ain't even making no right choices.
Right.
You must get accustomed to being honest with people to change a person. Yeah. So we fail many people we claim to love by telling them it's okay to smoke weed. Weed causes a stupor and it's a gateway drug to many who go on to do more potent drugs. And it's known fact marijuana is laced for more potency. So truth be told, yeah. Nowadays it is. Yeah, nowadays they got these they grow farms and they got some crazy weed, man. Yeah. If that weed make you paranoid, that's not weed. That's a chemical induced plant that you should not be smoking.
Yep.
Chemically induced. That's it.
And that's the thing.
So that's all they doing now.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. But see, that's another thing that I'm talking about. Now they legalizing the weed, but yet and still they putting some stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
They can't just grow the plant that fast, man. You got plants that grow in a month's time.
Right. Ain't the one.
That's not a real plant.
No, that's genetically engineered.
Hydroponic. Yeah, they got that other stuff growing. I had some weed that was so crazy. I said, nah, I can't smoke this. I had to put that thing down.
There you go.
Hey, yeah, I'm gonna leave that right in the ashtray for a while. I don't even want none of that. I had to go get some other weed out the closet. Let me get this other bag I got. I don't even want none of that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I can't even smoke that. Yeah, that's mental. That'll drive me mentally insane for real.
Yeah.
There it is.
But the thing is, though, we have to start looking at all types of abuse, all types of substances that's mentally messing with us, man. It ain't just drugs no more. It ain't just tobacco. It's like I say, social media, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You sitting there looking at that thing all day. That's a drug, man.
Yes.
That's an addiction. I remember I used to sit on social media for hours, bro, just laughing at people, looking at stories, looking at other people's lives. Like, them people don't have nothing to do with me in progress.
Yep, exactly.
That part.
Exactly. I had to back away from it. My cousin, he had a page. Everything was a fight, cussing, all this ghetto, I ain't even say ghetto, but all this negative stuff. And we used to be in that group faithfully, man. I met a lot of friends from Facebook in that group.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about all of us was just so destroyed with our mindsets, thinking it was cool to be looking at people fight on TV.
Right.
Or social media. Is this really the TV for a lot of us?
Yeah.
That's it.
I know it's my television because I don't even turn mine on.
There's too much negativity on it.
There's so much negativity on it, and you get caught up in the negative. People love more negative than they do positive.
Yeah.
And that's a mental illness, man. People don't understand. If you like to hear something about somebody more than you like to hear something about yourself, you got an issue, man. You got real issues in your head.
It's true. And
hey, I got something right here too. Some early signs related to mental health difficulties are sleep irritation, lack of energy, lack of appetite, and thinking of harming yourself or others. Those are some related mental health difficulties. Signs are related. Signs that relate to that. So if you got lack of energy or lack of appetite or sleep irritation, those are some signs that you may be mentally ill.
Right.
Yeah.
That was crazy for me.
Yeah. Yolanda, that's pretty much your perception on that, because there's some people that's addicted to social media in real life. If you got to realize everybody don't have a job like you. Everybody don't, whatever the case may be, whatever you're doing in life. But a lot of people don't have nothing to do but just sit on social media. That's all they want to do. It's not that they don't have nothing else to do. They have plenty to do, but they're addicted to that screen. How can I go viral? How can I make the biggest impact?
Yeah.
How can I be famous for my 5 minutes of fame?
How many likes can I get?
How many likes can I get?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got people on there that just that psyche is like looking for likes.
I want to know. I need to know why she say that. No one is addicted to social media. She got to have a reason. Why? How can you?
She said.
No one.
Social media is another arena like TV to get us stimulated or involved emotionally or psychologically. Now that's a contradiction, but at the same time, it said God stated His gospel had to reach all. Social media is a way for Him to do this. No,
but everybody ain't looking at gospel on social media.
No, that ain't why social media was.
It's probably 10. It's a whole bunch of people ain't never used social media for no interaction for gospel.
Spiritual,
And the thing is, before social media,
that's why I say that's her perception of how she sees it. How she sees fit for social media.
But that's
everybody has their own reason.
Everybody that have their opinion,
Yeah. It's never nothing wrong. Yeah. No one's opinion is right or wrong. But that's just for me. I just don't believe in that statement. But I just believe that they made this. Mark Zuckerberg is part of a organization of people who come up with ideas. It's like people don't understand. COVID was created.
Come on.
COVID is not something that was from the back in the day.
Right.
COVID was created. Bill Gates did a TEDx talk about COVID. He called it coronavirus in 2015. How Obama you gonna call
about it too?
Huh?
In 17, Obama talked about it too. In 17,
in 17, he said it's gonna be a big. They already have your agendas already lined up for the next 20 years. They got people who are going to create your life for you for the next 20 years if you don't take control of you, and definitely don't depend on a man called Jesus, because Jesus was just that, a man. You got to go higher than him. If he was the father, if Jesus had a father, and they telling you the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, so that means Jesus is my brother. He ain't my daddy. He ain't the Father. Everybody calls Jesus, which is Yahshua or Yeshua. That's not even his name. They saying King Zeus Zeus. That's what King Zeus That was an old Greek god. That's why they called him Jesus, because they didn't know how to pronunciate Zeus. It's people don't even do that kind of research though. But they'll believe. I had a post, man. That thing say, "What's so crazy about black people? Y'all hate everything about slavery but Christianity."
Yeah,
man,
and that's what enslaved them.
That's what enslaved them. It's the Christianity. But y'all hate everything about. You hate slavery. Oh, they beat us. Oh, they chained us. What about what they taught y'all? What about what they taught you? What they kept putting in your head?
And the first thing they allowed black men to read was the Bible.
That's all you can read.
Yeah, they wouldn't let a black man read, until they finally let him start reading the Bible to teach it to the other slaves. That's why you got black preachers on the plantation.
That's right.
Y'all gotta realize something, man. A religion has killed more people. Religion and medicine has killed more people than anything on this planet.
Yes.
You've always had wars over religion. Why do you have to have so many?
Yep. That's why I'm glad. That's why I'm glad I'm not in a religion. You know what I'm saying? I'm non-denominational, and I'm in relationship with Christ, who is my brother. You're right. But God is my Abba Father. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So he's a triune being, you know, God, Father,
the Holy Ghost.
And the Holy Ghost. So it's been taught a different way all my life, but now until I'm learning for myself, I understand.
Yeah. So once you learn for yourself, man, that's the biggest thing ever, bro. When you start learning for you, like, hey, man, I want to know why. Who is Jesus? Who is God? Who is this? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And don't look in the Bible. You got to look past the Bible, because the Bible is the book that they're telling you what, you know what I'm saying, what to listen to. Okay, where did scriptures come from? Okay, go back to now. When was the first scripture wrote? You got to say, when was the first language taught? Yeah, you got to go back before.
Yeah. You got to.
It ain't no before Christ and none of that. It's, hey, man, before Christ. What does that mean? So if it was before Christ, you got a before Christ, you got a BC and a AD after Christ and before. Come on now, y'all not even listening to those little bitty statements right there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't mean to touch that, but those little bitty statements right there, before Christ. What do you mean before Christ? I thought Christ was all. I thought he was everything. But we got to understand, our mentals are so brainwashed with things that are watered down for us not to get ahead, y'all. It's Mental Awareness Month. Mental Health Month. Of mental health awareness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is the month of that. This really should be all year thing, but I love the way they implement these things that we really need to be looking at for years. It should be Mental Health Year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Black History Year. You know what I'm saying? Because we can talk about Black history for years and years, and we would never get to the end of it.
Yep.
Because see, we don't even know about the Anarchies, and you know what I'm saying? We don't even know about the Egyptian times, which was way before that. You know, what was before Christ? Egyptians.
Then you got Kemet, which was before it would be called.
Right. You got the Kemets. You got to understand, all these things happened before they start this Bible talk.
Yeah. Remember
that's
when
why they said before Christ.
Yeah.
It's BC, AC. Well, come on, man. We can't do this. We got to be mentally prepared for any war that jumps off at you, man.
Yes. Yeah.
They send you to an army to fight a war that they created with somebody that they mad at.
Mm-hmm.
Now, why would I go fight for this purpose? You got to be mentally strong to take on somebody. That's like in the hood. You can't even fight for your homeboy without both of y'all going to jail, but they can tell you, come with us, and you can fight for us and kill everybody that we say kill, and you're scot-free. No, man. Now you don't control my mind. Now I got PTSD because I done killed so many people.
Yeah.
For free. Time you don't even know why you went to kill him.
That part. At least let me know what I'm going over here, man. What he do to us? Okay. Yeah, no, that wasn't even enough, man. I ain't finna go kill him for that. That wasn't even enough.
Right.
Yeah, they after you. See, that's the mentality that we're not even paying attention to. That's a mental illness, man.
Yeah.
That's a mental illness. The same thing, see, all we do as black people, as gang or black, Mexican, brown, whatever, all we do is mimic what we're taught. We take what y'all teach, we take what the higher ups teach us, and we do it in our own neighborhood. Now it's a problem because we're doing it the same thing that they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all can't gang bang. Well, y'all gang banging. It's America against everybody, ain't it? Ain't that a gang?
That police force, that's a gang.
Ain't the soldiers a gang? You got soldiers, you got,
Police
come on,
force.
man. Come on, man.
That gang of brothers, a gang of too.
Yeah. We've been brainwashed, so we've been not brainwashed. I'm gonna say brain stained. Because they done stained our brain. They ain't cleaned it up. They still haven't brainwashed us yet. We gotta brainwash ourselves. See, when you wash something, you're cleaning it up.
Yeah.
So that's another word we done took and ran with it. Because somebody else said it. Because the white person on the television said brainwash. So that's what we're talking. We're brainwashing. No, washing something means to clean it.
Yes.
And they still haven't cleaned up our mindset. They still haven't made our minds right. So how can we say they brainwashing us? No, they staining our brains.
That's it. Wow.
Yes.
That's big.
And we got to use these words in the proper manner. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we got people just say stuff. Oh man, they just Hey, you heard that 100 times, man. Come on, man. Yeah. All this cliche talk.
Yeah.
Ain't doing nothing. Cliche talk. We've been saying brainwash for how long now, y'all?
You feel
me? It took me 52 years to realize, say, man, washing is what? Hey, man, that's cleaning, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we ain't brainwashed, man. We getting brain stained, man. They killing us, man. We getting brain stained.
Don't want to change it.
Don't want to change it, man. Yeah. Man, how you love that?
Wow.
How you not gonna want to be something better than your mama was or your daddy was? How you not gonna want to be better than that?
Right.
That's what made me be the man that I am, because I said I ain't gonna be like my daddy.
That's it.
Damn sure ain't finna be like my stepdaddy. Man, my uncle and them, they some players, so them niggas still over there playing. Oh man, my partners, they still in the game. Then I got some other partners got their own business, so I'm gonna go to where the business owners at. And what's happening, bro? What's going? You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Then you got the partners who, they still doing their thing. It's like, bro, you got so many avenues that you can look at to where you can be greater. But so a lot of people say they want to be greater, but they can't. They can't get out their way.
Yeah, get out your own way, man. That's it.
It's true.
Like what I say, man, you got to be willing to go through. Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, there it is. Yeah, you got to be willing to go through, do something different. And it takes a lot. That word we said earlier, initiative. If you don't take the initiative to do something different, it won't be different. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you don't take the initiative to research, you won't know. You won't gain the knowledge. If you don't take the initiative to surround yourself or network with other people that's better, you won't get better. I'm glad I know all that today, man, and I appreciate this platform and the topics we come up with, man, because it allows you to delve into it and find out something you may not have seen before or known before. Like even with that word, brain staining. I'm using that. Brain stain me. You can't brain stain me. I'm too strong for that today. I ain't got to be like that today. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sound better. Yeah. That's where I'm at, man. But we got to keep pushing, man. We got to keep showing up to the spot, man. Because even if it's 2 or 3 that come on here, or 5 or 6, 100, right, whatever it is.
And then you got a lot of people who go back and look at the replay.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's true.
And I'm good with that. Because
Right.
even if nobody else getting better, I'm getting better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what the platform is for, to educate us, to protrude it out, you know. So it's like they say, when you glowing so hard on the inside, it just start pouring out.
That's it.
That's like, you can tell when a woman is real happy in her life, because everybody around her is like, damn, you really are glowing.
Yeah.
Man, you look amazing. You know,
Yep.
You always can tell a woman because she's glowing. She's like, damn, I am. Woo.
I want some of what she got. That's what the ladies say. When they
Right.
see when I'm glowing.
Yep.
Yeah, true. That's true, man. But you got some women who feel like, oh, I'm the woman. You gotta love me. You got to do. No, they got these dudes on doing these little pranks on Instagram or whatever. He drive a, you know, he'll get out the Lamborghini. He ain't in the Lamborghini. He just in some old regular clothes, trying to holler at a, you know, a bad chick. Now I got a boyfriend. This and that. So he walks to the Lambo. Oh, that's your car?
Now, yep. Conversation changes.
Wait a minute. You had a boyfriend 2 seconds ago. Now it's my car? Now, what difference does it make if it's my car or not?
Yep.
But that's that brain stain that they done programmed in our heads.
That's it.
That was done by a woman. Girl, you better get all you can get out of him. You better do what you can. That boy, he got to do what he got to do. You know, it's like, say, a real man, he won't ask you. He just take care of business.
Yeah.
I know some real men out here who would never take care of a gold digger. So don't be looking for every man to be, oh, man, yeah. Humble yourself, ladies. Humble yourself. Because that is a disease that you have, to think that is his responsibility to be your daddy.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That's big.
But that's the brain staining, though.
Yeah. It truly is. And nowadays you got so many women out there, they coming up with all kind of talk about, I don't need a man, and why they don't need a man. I won't date a bus driver. I won't do this. It's like, okay, stay over there in the corner by yourself. Get you a couple of cats and go on and be a cat lady.
Get you some cat.
You gotta do.
Go on, get you some cat. Oh.
You do you. You don't want to be with a man like me? Not a problem. There's plenty of women that do.
Oh man, that's crazy.
That's good.
I mean, the whole mentality has changed. It's so much. It's like ain't no togetherness. It's like we supposed to get together to build, but no.
Yeah,
you got to take.
You supposed to be able. Everybody should learn from your mate. You know what I'm saying? From your helpmate. Yes. Everyone should learn from their helpmate in some form of fashion.
Yes.
That's it.
That's why I teach my son every day, man, be smarter than your woman. You have more information than your woman. She's always going to be there to try to get some more information out of you. That's prospering you guys. Not the information that's making y'all bad or go down, but she's going to get the great information because she's growing. She feels herself like, shit, I'm able to do anything with this man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm making more money. I'm living a better life. Oh, I'm doing bigger things. Because this man is feeding me his great soul. He's feeding me great information. He's feeding me great energy.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
But so, man, I'm going to get out of here with a final word. Then I'm going to let y'all do y'all. But I wanted to say this. It says, if you were to take your attention off of your life or get beyond the memory of your life should turn into possibilities.
Wow. Woo.
Yeah.
Well,
because a lot of us, we stay stuck in that memory.
Uh-huh.
And the body is in control. You're not even in the control of your body. All you're doing is reacting. You're going through life reacting to familiar situations.
Yes. Exactly.
That's why you hear women talk about, man, ain't no good men out here. No, you attracting the same type of man because you're handling every situation like you handled the last one.
Yeah, you ain't doing nothing different. Yeah.
You ain't doing nothing different, but yet and still you want every man to be different.
Yeah.
No, you got to become a different person. Men included. I ain't excluding men.
That's right. That's right.
You know. But that's what we got to do. But that was my final spiel. Y'all go ahead and get y'all's in. You know.
Yeah. Well, I ain't got but one. The word initiative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was big for me. Just take initiative to do something different, and that's going to allow you to be better. You take initiative to understand how your mind is working, you know, and what hinders you and what leads you in the wrong direction. You know, all that will help you become mentally tough. You take initiative.
Yeah. All right, Mike, what you got?
Well, I'm going to say to take a few minutes a day to evaluate yourself. Evaluate what you do, how you react, and then come up with a better way.
Wow.
That's all.
Yeah.
Just come up with a better way.
That's good.
Man, we appreciate y'all. It's Mental Health Awareness Month. Pray to God everybody does something that's mentally changing in their environment. Help somebody that needs some help. You know, a lot of people feel like, oh, I ain't got nothing to help you with. I seen a dude on the corner, bro. He's begging for change. I had a fruit that I was about to eat. I gave him the fruit.
Yeah.
That boy went digging straight into that fruit immediately.
That's right. Servant. Be a servant leader.
Yeah.
You ain't got to give them no change all the time. If they out there begging, talking about food, if you got food, if you got some leftovers in the container, give them the whole container. Hey, man, that's yours, man. Yeah, man. You homeless. Yeah, you can't be too picky out there when you're homeless.
That's it.
True.
But once again, y'all, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. It was great. It was great. It was a wonderful topic, man. Y'all go back and check this out. YouTube University. We're the Elite Mancast over there on YouTube. So, you know, if you can't catch us here, catch us there at the same time. But just make sure that y'all do something that's going to change your mental, man. We got to change our mentals and stop being brain stained by the past.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's it.
Until the next round. Yeah,
Until
man.
next time, fellas.
All right, all right.
Later.
Mike, you stayed on. Mike stayed on.
You made it through.